Guys, hello.
Whoa.
Hi, I have special guests with me. My Talking Simpsons co-host, Henry Gilbert of Fandom and Bob Mackey of US Gamer Retronauts.
This is crazy. Hi, everybody.
It's the Nintendo 64's 20th anniversary, and I just recently lost to Elston. Wait, I don't want to tell you that. You have to watch and see how that shook out. Star-by-star competition. We're going to do something a little quicker this time. Bob, you and I are going to race to 10 stars.
Yes.
Any way you want.
Race to 10 stars.
A race to 10 stars. We got to select a new game, so hit start for me.
But where were you when you first stretched a face?
So let's try Mario C.
Mario C? Okay.
And on the count of... You ready to do this?
Yeah.
Hold on. Before, your credentials are not in question. You've played this before. You know your Mario.
I'm a true and honest retro gamer.
Yeah.
And I have played this game backwards and forwards.
You know this guy from Retronauts.
Yes.
I mean, Bob and I did a whole Retronauts Super Mario 64 episode.
Please look it up. I did the research. It might not be as good as at playing it, but I did my studying. So,
okay. So on the count of three, we're gonna start. All right. You ready?
Yes.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Nah.
Did we do it? Okay, good.
I'm seeing double here. 4 peaches.
You wouldn't believe how many people made that joke in the chat.
I know.
During the, it's okay.
So now the promise of cake is upon us.
I need to redeem myself. Again, I'm not telling you who won, Brett or me.
So here's a light factoid for you. That Peach isn't just a Nintendo of America employee.
It is.
Leslie Swan, everybody, who still works there.
Is that the first reference to her being named Peach in a game?
Oh,
wait.
No,
oh, man,
Yoshi
you're right.
Safari. Well, okay. In America, she'd always been Princess Toadstool. In Japan, she'd always been Princess Peach. In Yoshi Safari, it was Peach.
That feels like a mistake or an oversight to me.
I think it was like they just double localized it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a different localizing team. But then meanwhile, in Japan, it had always been Peach. And so this was going to be the game where they'd officially make it Peach. The final Princess Toadstool game was Super Mario RPG.
I'm already ahead of you, Bob.
Also in 1996.
This looks bad for you.
I was trying to figure out which button did the slide so I can do the amazing jump, but yes.
A-B.
You're going to need that slide
your
jump.
left ZR or whatever. ZL?
ZL. One of the most awfully named buttons of all time. Yes, please look up the Retronauts about Mario 64. It's really amazing.
Chris is going straight to the first zone.
Indeed,
He's getting fast at Bob-omb field.
Oh, God. I'm taking a dive immediately. I think I'm going to take this. I learned a lot in my playthrough with Elston. Nuts to go.
All right, so how fast can you get to King Bob-omb? You gotta be a little quicker with that. There you go.
All I can think of is the Video Game Apocalypse little bumper music when I hear the song now.
Oh yeah, Yahoo! What are you doing? Oh, you're going to the Chain Chomp first, eh?
That's right.
I was not prepared for this. Oh shit! Oh man, I fucked myself up so much.
Oh no.
Good.
This is not good.
I'm gonna go out of order. I'm gonna play like super hyper MLG at this point.
Yeah,
I've done this already.
This was sprung on me at the last minute, by the way.
It was.
In case you're wondering if I'm a fake gamer boy.
I not only practiced, I've done this already.
Stargate. I think I'm impressed with you going straight for that one. That's not what my plan would have been either. I would have been like, okay, time to go to the top of the mountain.
Earlier, I thought it would allow me to take any star mission I want, but it doesn't. It just shows me the other missions.
Oh my god,
I can't select them.
Yeah, I'm not doing very well.
You can do this, Bob. Just kidding, he can't do this.
Right,
if I was in Games Done Quick, I would have like diagrams and charts and spreadsheets in front of me and probably a lot of cocaine in my mouth.
In my memories, I thought in my memories, I thought that the Goombas weren't even in this game.
Oh no,
like,
they definitely
are. They're just like, I don't know, they're kind of nothing, you know?
Well, what's really nothing are, and we'll see them in a second, are the Koopa Troopas. They're like 2 of them in the entire game.
Yes, and one has a name, Koopa the Quick.
And they just invented the idea that Koopa, just to get more Koopa sightings, they invent the idea of Koopa shells are surfboard.
No, it's awesome and done too infrequently.
So King Bob-omb is like training for Bowser because this is what you do with Bowser.
It's one of those cool ways that they, wow, cool warp zone there, Chris.
How did I die? How did I die?
You can't die, it's a Mario game.
That's something I like that when they do in Nintendo games. It's a very Nintendo thing of just like... It's a very Nintendo game idea of like, here's something you're going to be using way later in the game. He was nice, Chris. He just
honestly, I really don't know how. Oh my god, I don't know how I died with that. I picked them up and I threw them and then I died. What happened?
I mean, you don't give out MLG contracts to just anybody, Bob. That's why.
to go back to writing about refrigerators after this.
I haven't seen this.
Go play a Call of Duty game.
Oh no, I get accused
Man,
of that.
these fucking
mainstream
these
gamer.
fucking SJWs ruining my reviews of refrigerators.
Whenever I hate a mainstream game, people accuse me of playing being Call of Duty, bro. Sorry, whenever I hate a Japanese game, I feel like
When you're like the
you
most
hate Yokai
like,
Watch, go back to playing Madden.
Ugh, it's so annoying.
NHL 2K14, am I right?
I just reviewed Yokai Watch. Please play review on
Oh yeah, you know,
USGamer.net.
the last time I played this game,
No.
I forgot you're supposed to throw him within the bounds because I immediately threw him off, and then he said, "Hey, that's against the rules." I was like, "Oh no!" I was getting all mixed up. Boom! That's the end of him.
There was a code of honor when you're fighting the Babam.
King Babam is a very fancy gentleman. Is Chris it too, and Bob at Zippo?
Yeah, this
that what's
this
happening?
not gonna end well for me. Chris is like a Mario 64 shark.
I love hearing this. This feels so good.
I
was
love
saying,
taking that hat
with the
off.
exception of the last 10 years,
Back in.
from 96 to 06, I probably 100%ed Mario 64 at least once a year.
Oh man,
From scratch.
I have not 100%ed it. TikTok clock can go fuck off.
Look
in
at
my
me
opinion.
click. God, we're making out!
IMHO. What's your opinion on TikTok clock? I think it's a bunch of bullshit.
I love Kesha, and I think it made the perfect intro to The Simpsons.
Oh god.
Ah.
I disagree with several of those
Oh!
statements.
Keep doing that, getting hooked on the sign.
Are you gonna do the red coins, Chris?
Well, we're doing first to 10, and I think that'd
Those
be...
red coins are gonna take a while.
I don't
Oh
want to
my
give my
God.
opponent any strategies, but it'd be ill-advised to do long and collecting missions.
Bob's still working his way through King
I'm
Babam.
on King of Bomb Try 2 now. It's pretty pathetic. I agree.
Meanwhile,
go.
Chris is zipping up the thing already. This was so.
Oh, I know why I died. I touched his crown when I threw him, and I had one sliver of health.
You gotta like walk right up behind him and hit B. If you're moving, you won't grab him.
That's quite a jump there, man.
Dude, thank you very much.
Yeah, I love that in all 3D Marios from this one onward that they put in that kind of stuff of like, if you want to take a crazy wild jump that moves 3 times as far, we got that here for you.
He's gonna throw me. Oh, this is just.
Oh, now you're just gonna have to wait for that jerk. You were
Maybe
too
you're gonna
fast.
offer Bob some tips in the meantime.
Climb up that pole, work that pole, Chris.
I feel like I'm 14 and playing this at Sears for the first time. Like,
Look at me work this pole like a molested daughter.
I swear, what the?
I played it first in
Not all strippers. Hashtag.
I played it first.
Just most.
I played it first at a Toys R Us, though. I also remember watching it at an import store. Like, it's like, hey, it's June, just buy it now. It's only $500.
Oh man, an import store. Jesus Christ. I saw
In my
fuzzy
mall.
pictures
An
in
import store?
This was the one ever I saw, and it was like at the far away mall.
By comparison, Bob and I are from bumblefuck nowhere.
Yes, I
This is
actually
in Jacksonville.
I saw pictures in Game Players magazine.
Ah.
I just met someone who worked on that magazine.
Did
just
you?
recently, Chris Slate.
Oh, you just met Slate.
And I met him for the first time, and I felt kind of starstruck actually.
Yeah, I love
we
Slate.
worked with
He's a
Slate
great
for
dude.
years. It was it's still a dream of mine to get like there's at least 3 former Game Players writers in the area that we could do a podcast with.
I asked him about Bill Donahue, and he said I lost track of him.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's probably in a bunker somewhere getting ready for the race wars.
I met him. He's a nice guy.
Oh, yes,
I
yeah.
also asked Chris Lake to be on Retronauts, so please look for that maybe in the future.
He does have a bunker.
He looked kind of scared when I asked him because people from Nintendo have been fired in the past for being on podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
But, the people that were there with him were like, yeah, it'll be fine. I'm like, I just wanted to hear about the 90s and working on a magazine.
Those water droplets are dicks, man. I hated those things.
Oh, he's on the board.
I have 1
Bob's
star.
on
I
the-
feel special.
Bobby is on the board. I did not do this to humiliate you, Bob.
I think
Ooh,
you did.
I
Oh my
knew
God.
you'd overshoot it. I knew you were gonna overshoot it. Happened to me too when last time I
this
played
can't
this.
happen to me.
Oh, you got another cannon right there. Are you gonna take the long drop down? Oh, that's not so bad.
Do my wall kick.
Shut up, Toad.
What are you even talking about, Toad Jerk? Hey, have you guys seen that picture of the game? Somebody redoing the game where everything is Toad's face.
Oh my God!
No.
Everything is backwards.
Ooh, and you're back down. I think you should just double back to the cannon.
I think I've
first.
seen a Doom mod where everything is like Shrek or Nicolas Cage.
I mean, that's. I guess it's old news now. But all right, Bob is on to the race against the
it's
You
Koopa.
can do it, Bib.
Please don't use this against me in Game Record.
But you're using a Wii U controller, which is one of the worst controllers known to man.
When I'm at Gamer Nuremberg, I do not want this to put me to death.
Ooh. A little slippery slope there, as they say.
May God have mercy on your
Bob,
soul.
if you don't start doing better, I can see a bunch of angry tweets from people with obscure anime avatars in your near future.
Oh, good shot that time.
There we go.
And now it's time to take to the... Oh, wait, yeah, it's right there. It's not flying.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Sucks. Except when he's in what's it called? Big Small Island or Little Big Planet? Or...
Yeah, Little Big Planet. It's been a long time since I got that far in the end. When I bought this on my Wii U as well, but I really didn't get all that far in it. I got like six stars and was like, yeah, this was $8 well spent.
I can't not get far in this.
All right, there goes Bob. He's on his way to 2, not officially 2 yet.
I gotta wait for this asshole to climb up the mountain. It's pretty fun to see the low poly Mario that appears when you run off into the distance. And go to the camera controls, and you can actually fix the camera at a set point and watch Mario run off into the distance. Yeah, it's a weird camera control option that I will not play with because I'm under the gun here.
All right, well, let's see how well you can do this, Chris.
Oh, this?
Oh, no.
But, Bob, why don't I give you the cheat thing and just tell you to get that? Did you get the Chain Chomp one?
No, but I should. You're right.
Yeah, that'll even up the odds pretty quick.
It's harder than you think.
By the way, the Green Koopa is my favorite Mario character outside of humans.
Guys, did you know that Chain Chomp was inspired by a dog that bit it?
Mario's named
Wow, you did really good at that, Chris.
Mario's named for Mario Lemieux, the famous hockey player.
I thought it was after a warehouse owner.
I'm the warehouse owner, Mario.
Also, I forgave them for what they did in World War II. Now I carry their boxes. You're gonna name a game after me.
I had the privilege recently of telling Nintendo employees about Nintendo history, and I felt like a real jackass.
Oh wow!
Like, did you know that Punch-Out was actually supposed to be a Laserdisc type game, and they didn't want to pay for Laserdiscs?
Turns out that's not a qualification for working here.
I remember at a game appointment for Mario Kart 8. Where somebody from a competing outlet was saying like, oh, you gotta watch out for those, gophers. And then I said like, you mean Monty Mole? And I looked at the Nintendo rep like, can you believe this guy? Come on.
Will somebody please sleep with him?
Did you spit in his face, Henry?
No, but I actually ended up working with that guy. That was ooh.
Actually, Bowser is king of the Koopas. He's not King Koopa. Get out of here.
Bah Koop.
Nobody played, everybody thinks Dennis Hopper played a good Bowser, but my favorite King Koopa was Mr. Belvedere.
What? Oh, on the Ice Capade?
Yes, the Ice Capade.
God damn it.
Ooh, you're flying all around here,
Mr. Belvedere sat on his own ball.
Yeah.
Knocked himself out that way.
Watch how you talk about Brock Toon.
So this stage that Chris is in right now was lovingly recreated in Mario Galaxy 2.
I know. I couldn't for the life of me remember the name of it because I kept calling it Throwback Galaxy.
Right, I gotta say, the Wii U controller is not the best.
No,
Mario 64. I just died.
It's just like the worst controller of all time. Blast Core on Rare Replay, I think, is mildly unplayable. And I know some other games are legitimately unplayable on the Rare Replay collection because they were optimized for the N64 controls. The idea that the C-Stick tries to map itself to the analog stick doesn't work in the slightest.
It's not supposed to be that. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, Chris has already won, by the way.
No, I have not. Bob, you did not see what happened in the last round. This is anybody's game.
And,
I love in the Throwback Galaxy that he's like 18 times that size. And when I replayed this, I was like,
one star, just like his podcast. Huh?
What?
No. When I replayed,
that's a small amount of the actual reviews.
When I replayed this game, I was
from one subreddit. I'm sure.
I was shocked how tiny and just like nothing the King Thwomp is. Like he's so simple, you know. Boom! Oh, you were too slow. That's one of my favorite Mario moves there is, of the double back, what Chris just did there.
I can rarely do it on
First
purpose.
seen in 1994's Donkey Kong for the Game Boy.
I cannot believe how much of Mario's moveset was defined in that Donkey Kong game.
Yeah, they were testing it out.
Yep, the triple jump is in there.
Yeah.
It's the triple jump, even with the hands out, like, ta-da!
Yeah, but there's no handstand jump in Mario 64. I think they've gotten that. Man, I don't know the game physics. Chris, you cheated. You cheated by playing this ahead of time.
I did.
Actually, Chris missed a couple cannon shots, though, too. So what are we at here? It's 6 to 2?
I want to keep him shaking. Don't tell him that.
Jesus.
Top of the fortress for me. Should probably show everybody another world, though, shouldn't I?
It's about speed here.
God damn it! Double jump.
Also, speaking of Nintendo, I had the reverse situation of a Nintendo developer schooling me, where I was interviewing multiple Nintendo Mario heavyweights, including Takashi Yujiro. No, fuck. Man, what's his name? Sorry, I am usually so good at remembering Nintendo employees' names, but to Koizumi, the director of this game.
This game's rated Ka for the character in Jungle Book.
So I was interviewing him about Super Mario 3D World, and I asked, like, what lessons did you guys learn from making Super Mario 3D Land the first portable 3D Mario game? And then he replied, well, actually, we worked on he said, like, we worked on the Super Mario 64 for the DS. That was a portable one.
Was that Koichi Koizumi?
Yeah, that was Koizumi. Yeah.
By the way, if you have a choice between Mario 64 DS and this, get this.
Yeah, no, I don't think that game is memorable at all.
But didn't you want to play it as Wario?
It's not bad.
Yoshi?
Yeah. No, it's not. It's not at all.
When I got my 3DS, I whipped it out just because, like, it was perfect
3DS
for
is actually playable.
That analog controller.
Do you still have your thumb nub?
Yep. Thumb nub.
And right to the top, tippity top. I do like when.
Yeah.
I do like when original Mario Brothers aesthetics come in here of like gray with red. Like that.
Ooh, where?
And back in again.
Sorry, everybody requested that we do this more often.
Oh, this is the canon. God damn it. It's been a
while. Still
I played this a year ago for my
canon.
podcast, and I forgot all of these essential things. Like,
that podcast is also really good because they had on Danielle Riendo, who got to share
her.
I love her. And she got to share her stratagem of, or not stratagem, her theory that she says Banjo-Kazooie is better than Super Mario 64.
Nope. More is not better.
She had very good reasoning for it, but also none of us believed her.
There's some not great stages in Mario 64 as you go on.
Yeah.
I agree. Also, Banjo-Kazooie is pretty good.
Yeah, Banjo-Kazooie is excellent. It's just the variety in missions.
Wow, that was a great shot, Chris.
Damn right it was. Bob, you still got some time.
Sounds like Bob's at 3 here.
3 stars.
All right, you just got to get 5 more now to
immediately.
Get it up.
Download them from the DLC page. Oops.
So you got to go to that chain chomp, man. You got to go to the chain chomp.
I guess so. It's hard on this controller though, and I'm almost.
Oh yeah, that is really. So this Mario game as well was something that like Mario 64 is seen by Nintendo as the time that they lost a lot of people. That there were so many fans. Wow, Chris, you really are in the rocket to success here. That there are so many fans who loved original 2D Marios, and then when they play this one, they're like, "This makes no sense."
That's heartbreaking to hear because I love these I love the 3D ones now more than the 2D.
That's why there are like 5 new Mario Brothers games and 2 Mario Galaxy games.
Yeah,
that thing really
5 or 6.
Well, and that's why 3D Land. Well, there was Wii U, there was Wii U, there was Wii, there's DS and DS2 and 3DS. So that's 5. Man, you're destroying this place. Oh, if that counts as another one, that's 6.
It should count.
I guess it's more of a DLC pack.
You can buy it in a package.
Right? Just because Nintendo hates DLC doesn't mean that's a real game.
It's overpriced.
A Japanese game gets put in a box. Though I actually I'd say I liked the new Luigi U more than. This level stressed me out so much walking up. Like,
all you have to do is crawl and you won't fall.
I should have done that more.
I forgot the tunnel shortcut on this.
That's such a Japanese thing of the snot bubble there. It's whoop. All right, there you go.
You know what? I'm feeling confident in my success here.
Where are you gonna go?
I know exactly where I can.
Slow island.
Oh boy, I wouldn't have gone to that. Yeah, that race will take you a while.
No, it's one of the fastest roads to get. I can't believe he knows my fucking strategy.
Oh.
Damn it,
Love that song.
I should not have done the shortcut because I can do the shortcut instead. There
Whoa.
the super shortcut.
Don't you do that when racing. They'll know you cheated.
So you're up to enough stars to open up this here door. I love that photograph of Bowser there. And do you know who voices Bowser? Believe it or not, it's also Charles Martinet.
Really?
It's it's more economical to just hire one guy. These, in retrospect, these are my favorite stages. Woo! These are my favorite stages in the game because they play like real Mario. They play like classic. All right, that's 3 for Bob.
It sucks. There's only 3 of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're harder to make. It kind of reminds me of. I would think they are more time intensive. They kind of remind me of how, in Sonic Adventure games, there's only really like 4 Sonic stages. It's because they're like, oh, well, it's too hard. It's too hard to make all these
I feel
Sonic.
like they're easier
Whoa!
to actually...
Fuck my dick in the hat.
I feel like they're actually easier to make from a production standpoint because you don't have to make like a conceivable world with like boundaries and like, why is there an invisible wall healer? It's just like the in-story explanation is that Bowser created those levels. Like, I have a new challenge for you, Mario,
which I love.
I think it's cool.
No, it seems so cheap now. The way they did the 1-Up mushroom is just like it's just a JPEG, a terrible JPEG you chase around.
Have you guys seen there's a lot of Japanese videos of people running from the 1-Up mushroom. That's how they play the game. They activate the 1-Up mushroom and they have it chase them throughout the level.
Yeah, I don't really understand that. Does it disappear really fast?
No, it will chase you until it finds you, and that's...
No, it won't.
Yes, it will.
I've lost so many 1-Up mushrooms just in this playthrough beating you. I'm not a gracious victor. Never said I was. I never said I was.
I thought I was going to lose the game.
Friggin' penguin, he's almost as bad as Baby Mario.
I think they lessened the screaming.
On the Wii U? Well, also, Dave, I'll take it. Sorry, Bob.
I'm one of many similar white guys.
Are you getting any rumble on that?
No.
Because fun fact that everybody may not know, in Japan only, they made a Super Mario 64 with rumble capabilities. They re-released it for the Rumble Pack. They're like, it was Super Mario Rumble, but they never did it here. It was just in Japan.
It's pretty cool because that box is like a romantic comedy. Like Mario and Bowser are like back to back, like,
but arms crossed. Like, I love that art.
To launch with Mario.
So this polygonal Mario is great. Wow, that's a nice slow roll into it. This polygonal Mario looks great, but meanwhile, really it's just one bomb. I forget it's one bomb in here, but the polygonal Mario looks great.
I have 5 now. I have 5.
5, all right.
5 to 9.
Well, hey, I want to see you open that door anyway. All right, love that.
I know these are basic, but I love Mario's design, and this is my favorite run animation.
Yeah, that design is awesome.
Back, putting his head forward.
I kind of think it's the better of the 3D Marios. Yeah. Like when I saw him in Smash Brothers with like accurate gene textures, I was like, why did they do that? I don't like an accurate Mario.
What? It's the base
Mario.
Yeah, the more human he gets, the less I like it. I mean, that's why I really didn't like the CGI representation of him on the box. And then when Mario Sunshine got closer to this, I was like, wait, I want to see this.
I love that Mario 3D World has 2D art representing Mario.
Yes, I love that. That was, if I may name drop more interviews, when I interviewed the director of the game, of Mario 3D Land, which also had a ton of original 2D art, and I was like, I love this. This reminds me of the instruction booklets. Are you going after Mips, the rabbit named after the
Wait, you think I should?
The graphics card. Yeah.
I'm toying with Bob. Toying with him! Like a cat with a ball of yarn. Like a wounded mouse.
I won the star contest.
Give me that. I'm not good at catching this rabbit. Where is he at?
I mean,
does the penguin change when you get 120 stars? Like has sunglasses or something? Something happens with the penguin if you.
Oh my god, I forgot how to get out of here.
It gets even bigger, I think, if you get 120 stars. Something happens with it.
I did not know that. I did not get 120 stars on this game.
Really? I never did.
I had trouble with it, honestly. As a youngster,
the only hard thing to do is getting 100 coins in every level. That shit takes
the penguin got mad at me because I took the shortcut in this.
Oh, you can't take the shortcut? No, you cheated.
I didn't plan for this like some people. It's like cheaters.
Another thing I love about this game is the opening, just the opening playground. Mm-hmm. They're not giving you a freaking dumbass tutorial. They're just like, here, just jump around, figure this shit out. It's right here.
And they got that part designed first. Like, movement has to be fun.
Yep.
Because no movement is fun in a 3D game at this point in time.
It may never be. They fear. So they figure it out. That reminds me of a funny anecdote I read from What I Asked today, which was that they had originally, like Miyamoto said, I was originally thinking we'd make it a first-person game, Ocarina of Time. And then the guy, one of the first people to push for it to be third-person was the character designer of Link, who just said, I love the Link design I made so much that I didn't want no one to ever see it.
Actually, Koizumi designed the adult Link in that game, and made him sexy based on what his wife wanted. Make this an attractive character.
Hot.
Oh no! Oh no!
What'd you do, die bud?
Yes, I fell. I'm in the Great Penguin Race right now. You're gonna win. It doesn't matter.
There it is.
It's settled. I'm glad it's at least 5 to 10 and not like 2 to 10.
Look at that, and look at that analog stick in action here.
Oh wow!
Do you remember
that in 1996?
Do you remember the first promotional tape where Ken Lobb is showing kids like, look, Mario can crawl and he walks and runs. That's pure analog movement, man.
Yes. In fact, I watched it on the same night that 2 new Simpsons episodes premiered. It was the Summer of 4'2" and one other episode.
Wow, this turned into Talking Simpsons.
They were both new episodes on the same night, and then we watched the Mario 64 video after that. It was amazing, and it was a great memory.
And Ken Lobb worked at Nintendo for years, and then went off to,
Please end this, Chris.
He went to
It is over.
He went to Microsoft and still works there.
Winner.
I have been victorious. Yes. This is not fair to you at all, Bob.
No, it's
considering
not.
you had no practice.
No.
I'm sure you're very good
I
at the game.
stumbled into it with a Wii U controller. It's not the right controller.
Please acknowledge you're dealing with the MLG kid.
That's true.
I have
a fake gamer.
I have all the contracts.
Please strip me of my credentials and post about me on the internet negatively.
But yeah, if you liked this video, we did it recently with our buddy Elston, and the outcome of that will surprise you because it really came down to the wire. We did a little differently. I'd love to do more of these, to be totally honest. And these guys just happened to come over to record Talking Simpsons, Laser Time's weekly Simpsons show, and I figured why not throw them on this? But hey, why not listen to Talking Simpsons? Where are you guys at?
Well, you can find me at HENEREYG on Twitter, and I write for Fandom.com, where I'm the senior games editor.
And I am Bob Servo on Twitter. You can find me on Retronauts, the classic gaming podcast. We did an entire episode about Mario 64, 90 minutes of Mario 64 trivia and how the game was made and why we love it so much. So please, if you like the game, look up Mario 64 Retronauts. You'll like it a lot.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Subscribe to the channel. I love you. Bye-bye.